Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Generic Units of Currency Hoarding Simulator. Today's beverage is a very nice and refreshing lemon and lime. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we were finishing off the security room over here, which now has a water pump in there because of reasons, and then obviously doing the other odds and ends in the staff canteen and staff room, and that's about it. We also put a lot of foundation in here, which is going to take about I don't know, maybe a real week to accomplish. Let's see how we get on. In this episode we want to at minimum move over things like the the kennel, the armory, and make sure that we can maybe alter these rooms so that they are a little bit more useful to our inmates, which I think what I mean by that is probably adding in more meeting rooms, maybe, or maybe more parole. How many do we have? We have 555 awaiting parole. Yeah, so I think it'll be more parole. Either way, we'll see how we get on. So danger level is going up. Redesignating these rooms and doing a save and a load and everything else just doesn't work, so I don't know what we're going to do with the whole uniform thing. We could add some more laundry in on the left-hand side. That's a point that didn't really occur to me until now. That is something we can definitely do. I'll have a think about that one. Anyway, we still have a rolling blackout throughout the facility. It just comes and goes as we add and remove more things. But yeah, looks like the foundation is underway. We've got a lot of building here, which is nice to see. Naturally, they'll have to do that as well as the lights. And then we're going to put, obviously, the flooring in and around the place as well. In terms of the green energy goals, well, that's a surprise. These are empty, these batteries. Why are the batteries empty? Does it not save that upon load? Who knows? If we check out green energy goals, we are on 63 we've charged batteries, and that's good. It says output of the green energy sources was double. Yeah, that's the ship sort of sailed, to be honest. And the other one is, oh yes, don't use a power station for 10 in-game days with the prisoners present, and we gain 1 energy source of each type. Yes, well that's. I mean, it's nice, but again, I think we've sort of passed that point at this stage. I haven't done the maths on just how many of these wind solar hybrids we've got in, but needless to say, it's quite a lot. Nearly £500,000 in the bank, which is excellent. We've got no bank loan, and the prison is worth 3,080,000 generic units of currency. That's good. That is very good. Still rolling through with lots of low-risk inmates, and is that not connected? It does seem to be connected now. That is all good. Yeah, CCTV is fine. Definitely a noticeable drop in people on the left-hand side. Obviously, they are now flocking to this, which I'm thinking they're able to look after their needs. Let's have a quick look at that. We're going to go over to our needs and then staff needs, and we can see that, wow, bladder and bowels have dropped a considerable amount. However, food is still a bit of an issue. Shall I increase the amount of food that can be prepared? I think so. Okay, so we're going to go with canteen, and the staff canteen is going to be extended there. And I think, well, at least that, because what we'll do, we'll just pause it for a moment, is go over to the, where is it, serving tables. So these are going to be placed in there. And we can add in some more seating arrangements in the middle if we do so desire. We could go 1, 2, 3 and put some more up here, but I don't think that's necessary, because I'm sure can the staff sit at the sofas and eat? I think that is a thing. Let's just see anyway. We'll add these in and we'll see how we get on. The issue that we have is that, well, in ordering the sheer amount of stuff here, it's going to take the workers quite a while to get through it. Actually, no, that's not the case. We've got loads of ingredients coming. I was going to say we're going to have a bit of a lack of ingredients, but no, it seems to be all fine. Speaking of fine, we've just passed the 500,000 mark, and now we've went under it as I finished the sentence. But yes, basically, money is not an issue. It's curious to think that at the start of the series we had so many issues when it comes to money, reoffending rates, just huge amounts of needs that were not being met. Whereas now it pretty much runs itself. You know, we don't really have to focus on that. What we do want to focus on is these little bits of foundation that are just lacking. Yeah, we'll get that done in a moment. Obviously, lots of stuff in storage here, but a lot of it, again, will be cloning, so it'll actually be in perfectly fine. There is probably an argument to be made that this security room here, we're not going to have this one as a security room. Why do we have that as one big staff canteen? And it's very possible that we could do that. I don't know whether or not we are. What's going on over here? It appears to be, I'm guessing it's going to be a snitch. Yes, snitch. And sadly, I don't think, no, they weren't healed up in time. Anyway, it looks like this is now sorted, so I'm just going to go over to the doors here, and the staff doors. We're going to put in a staff door there, staff door there, there. Actually, no, there's no point in doing those, because we're just going to be cloning. So I'll put those in just so we have access to these rooms. At the back here, I did mention it's going to be like a meeting room. Well, this is going to be the kennel, so that can be set correctly. For these ones, we can have, because it's going to be, this is going to be the armory. Do you know what we have? We're going to have a remote door. We're going to have a remote door in there with a door servo, because you have to have a door servo on that one. Let's go like that, and then we'll connect that up. So the only way to get in or out of the armory is via the remote door thing, and that means that if the door control system is ever broke, the door automatically opens. It's a fail safe, so it opens up. And what about here? Yeah, we'll put that in there as well. Right, and actually while we're waiting, we will need some water. So I'll run the water up and then across, and run in the pipe work like so. Ready for the cloning, which will also help if we run electrical cable right to the back there as well. Okay, so a lot of work for the workers to crack on with, and a lot more intake, which is good to see. Just double checking on the laundry to see if it's actually working. There's definitely laundry baskets being moved about. Like, stuff is happening. It's just it's just sort of doing it in its own way. Bit of fighting in here. I've got another snitch. It's over here as well. We don't not often get a lot of fighting in the low risk areas, but it's not necessarily unheard of. How we're doing for over here? Doing okay. Most things are in. Speaking of getting things put in, what we're going to do is run this all the way up to here. We're going to come down to there. And here. Don't know why I rotated that. Yeah, does it go in like that? It does indeed. So I'm just going to put those in like that. And, oh, Matt Buckwell has been killed, sadly, by, I don't know who, but obviously an inmate. And they're not able to be healed in time because the guards were too busy putting up with all of the other nonsense that was going on. You can see, check out some of the ranks for these guards, change them to an officer. Something we do sporadically, periodically, when we need to. Our prisoners are looking a bit tatty. Yes, they are. Okay, laundry. What I'm going to do is remove all the laundry. Completely remove it. I'll give it a little bit of time. Couple of, maybe an hour in game. There was a big clunking noise and I don't know what that was. Installation of something. And, oh, there you go, look. They're actually doing things. If I redesignate that, it's going to take some time. This one's now working. Or rather, it should be. See, the janitors, that seems okay. The janitors are happily looking at the issue, but then they don't actually act on it. Got another snitch, yeah. Every time we get that, more and more agency is required, I think, for adding in a protective custody, but that was never really the design, but, well, I don't think there was never a design to expand to the right, and we're doing that, so, yeah. One thing at a time, though, one thing at a time. Let's get this built first, and then we'll work on the other stuff. As long as this gets built, I'm not too concerned. So, there is the remote door. Remote doors will not open without a working servo attached. Correct. What have we not installed yet? The servo. So, there you are. Looks like the lighting is in. And most of the pipe work is in too, which is nice to see. There is a janitor coming in. They are bringing in all of the laundry baskets. And there's a guard guard's picked up a uniform. Hang on, let me just follow this guard, shall we? Follow the guard. So they've picked up a uniform. Even the follow cam's lagging. Oh, and they've taken it and dumped it there. Because of course they have. Why would they not? I mean, yeah. Interesting. How are we doing for this? Ah. So, the door servo, they're trying to install the door servo, but they can't because the door won't open. Just prioritise that. Yeah, just take it away. Yeah, we don't need it, obviously. And I bet they're not going to be able to install it again. Bit of flooring to put in as well. Bit more flooring to do. But, guess we'll just do the last remaining bit ourselves. I was on the right bit there. So we'll put that in. We'll get this one done. And I think, because of this, where the staff needs are, I think we'll probably get that cloned first. Quick build and custom and cloning, and we're going to clone from the back, from there to there. We don't need to do the wall. So rotate, and then F for flip. No, I was going to say that didn't register that. And click. And then naturally we can put in the concrete walls there, there, and indeed in there. So it shows you the curious thing. I've prioritized... Lock open. Can we lock open? We can. I've prioritized the building of this, yet the workers are more than happy to just get on and do this instead. There's another snitch. Another, 2 or 3 snitches, I'm guessing. Oh no, that person's been healed and that person's been healed. Oh, those two haven't, though. Is that a dead guard? It is. I think it's about time we hire a couple more guards. It's actually too many. It's one too many. Let me just sort that out. Staff. And... you. Look at all these bits that's missing as well because of the escape attempts. Let's just have a run around. See if there's any more of that. There'll probably be more of that going on. If there is, I can't see it. Alright, so the cloning is underway. The door servo is going to be installed. And there's a big danger level. Needs. That's that clothing need. Right, well, the door's now in. Let's wire that up to this door servo. Like that. And, well, yeah, look at that. Our prisoners need access to clean clothes. 879 prisoners. Build a laundry room, build a laundry machine, build a laundry basket. Laundry baskets are unable to be unloaded. The laundry may be too small to meet demand. But there's empty laundry baskets and there's uniforms ready to go. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm going to dump loads of uniforms and see what it does. Because something, I think the technical term is iffy, is happening. Apparently a tunnel there, a tunnel at the top. No, it's all fine. So remove that, and I'm going to do the same again with the actual proper prisoner uniforms, because when you do that, it then redistributes them throughout the facility. And more importantly, it rebuys them. And there we go. It's now working. But it doesn't make sense. Because yeah, they're just not delivering it. That's the issue. It's not being delivered. So there was loads of laundry awaiting dispatch. There was loads of laundry awaiting processing. It was literally stuck in the washing machine. But they're loading it up and then the shifting. Oh, that's a real tunnel. That. Oh, and it's a real attempt. Look at that. Several inmates. Well, I'm going to do a test. I'm not going to lock anything down. I'm fairly confident in my guards. Like, no lockdowns, just letting the guards crack on and do what they need to. It is a riot, though, apparently. 20 prisoners, I think that said. Okay, well, no longer a riot. Danger level is going down. Laundry is being processed. Well, it would be rude not. You know what I'm just going to do? I'm just going to dump all of these prisoner uniforms. I don't think it's the... Excuse me. Camera just decided we want to go and look somewhere else. Yeah, I don't think it's the laundry to be processed that is stuck. I just think that these uniforms are just not moving. Just dump all of these. Now that is curious. Where is this riot then? In here? Is this the riot? I'm gonna wait to see if where they... Yeah, it must be in here. Wow, okay, guard response then. Not that I can initiate a guard response because I literally can't click anywhere. I can't actually click in there. It's been stopped. With only one fatality. It's a miracle for this facility. Yeah, so that's... The laundry up there has been unblocked. And this one I've ordered as well. So we'll see what happens there. We've still got loads awaiting solitary. 71. We definitely need more solitary. Definitely. I'm also a bit concerned that the workers are... Well, what are they doing? 100 workers, and this is hardly touched, and this wall isn't built. And there's a lot to unload, admittedly. What I'm going to do... I think... Staff needs... No, we don't need to increase the brake thing. That's fine. Pay rise. That's a 50% pay rise. Danger level is high and decreasing. That's good. But we've got so many people in solitary. Yeah, so we definitely need to add more solitary. On top of that, I think we'll increase the size of the library. And we'll add in more parole. I think that's the way forward. There we go. There's lots of stuff being ordered here, which is curious. I'm hoping the game just hasn't ordered all of the stuff required for this, because if it has, then half of the stuff we need is actually sitting in this storage facility. We will see about this. Deployment, staff only. There we go. There's that now done. All that staff only. Apparently there's a tunnel there. Unlikely to be legit, that one. Very unlikely. That's getting built nice and fast, which is good to see. And it means that everything should be plumbed in anyway now. So, yeah, people are going on breaks and using the facilities. Do need to connect this up with the electrical cable. It's this corridor again. This middle corridor is always full of busy. And there is a dead parole lawyer. Christopher Tapper. Lockdown and solitary for 12 hours of solitary. Wow. Doesn't seem to be much, considering that was just a murder. So, let's go ahead and... no, I was going to say let's go ahead and build the kennel in the armory, but no. We're going to wait for this to finish, then we'll dismantle the kennel, then we'll rebuild. That's the plan. That staff door is there. Do we need to shift it, or was it actually alright where it was? I think it was alright where it was. This is all good. This room's going to be redone anyway at some point. I do stress at some point. There's a lot more returning prisoners. All low risk, you understand. In terms of intake, we could take, you know, medium max and super max, but we've already seen the problem with medium. Although if we didn't have the snitches, I don't think we would have a huge amount of issues. I definitely think the addition of these extra serving tables was the right choice. There's just more food ready to go, which is fine. That laundry is now working. And that one is now working. So the laundry is now working. Checking out the needs, we can see that it's still broke. Cool, so this is... Oh, that is now done. That's fine. So we're going to go over to objects here and dismantle. And we're going to dismantle all of this. So all of that goes, and all of that goes like so. Yes, indeed, those two as well, and we'll leave the rest of it for now. All the walls, we're just going to rip all the walls out. The library, that's going to get ripped apart, the whole thing. We're just going to clear this entire left area and go, right, blank canvas. Where do we go from here? Almost certainly, we're going to go for this here, cloned on this side, and just get a lot more solitary. Ironically, we could have redone the parole and put them here, but I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it back. How many do we have for parole? 553 prisoners. Looks like the workers are cracking on over there, which is great. I think in here then we can get in a decent amount of kennel space. So kennel is going to go in here. And let me just redo it when it actually registers. And thank you, game. And over it. Come on. And and we want armory, which is going to go in there. And then it was a training room, which is going to go in there. And I'm just going to remove that training room because it's going to get shifted. And all of this gets removed. There we go. Right. So that's now ordered over to here. And the dog crate, you can see they're still going up. So it's going to be a big row here. Like that. Okay. And this is all just, it comes with, look at the bits it's missing. That's just, it's just not registering. That's, wow. It's just missing inputs. Right, so that's the kennel, but can we extend it a bit further? Well, we could. We could have crates, 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 crates. Yes. And then balls, balls, and balls. And let's see if they're in the right orientation. The armory is going to be a fairly simple one at that. Guard lockers, which is just going to run them across the top like that. Yes, we are buying some more. No, it doesn't matter. The weapon rack is going to go on the back there. And we need a table, don't we? A table like that. Training room. We need office desk. Like that. We need an office chair, which will be... Where is it? I'll have to search for it. Office chair. Swivel chair, no. Chair office. Lots of chairs for training, which... That'll do. To be fair, we could probably split this up and have in more at the back. If we were to be so inclined. Turning. We've got rat traps. Like that. Whoa! That was a shotgun blast. No, it wasn't. It was a sniper at close range. Did he just 360 no-scope that guy? That is potentially what's happened there. And not that we need a grip bin. There we go. Right, that's the training room, that's the armory, and that's the kennel. Okay, deployment, staff only, make sure that's fine. And then flooring, finally, what did we use for flooring in here? We used in... Right, that was like the reclaimed rubber, wasn't it? For this. Yes, indeed. And you know what, I'm going to have it for the other ones. I quite like the look of it there. And finally, these extra bits. And I think, barring any little edge case scenarios, that should be all of that pretty much done. I'm tempted to shift the kennel to here, which was one of the original ideas. But I thought this would suffice. But no. I do think this is going to have to be changed to a kennel. All of these are tired, by the way. That's because there's no dog crates. Once the dog crates get here, it'll, fingers crossed, hopefully be all alright. So, dismantle objects. All of this. Oh, that's been dismantled. That's been removed. Walls. One, two, actually, doors. Doors. Dismantle. Just going to get rid of these doors. Let me see, all these are being changed anywhere. And I might as well dismantle that as well. Just go from a complete blank canvas and start from there. I think that's the way to go. I do, however, want a wall there and a wall there. And I think, demolish walls, it's going to be this. Just demolish all of these walls. Like I said, you start from a complete blank canvas. Actually, no, not that one. But those ones, certainly. And there we go. Right, how are the dogs faring? Dogs are faring better now that we've actually got some kennels put in. Obviously, they're all going to say they're tired until all the kennels go in. But it shouldn't be a problem once it's actually installed. We'll see what the ratios are, and then after that, we'll work on this, which probably is going to become another kennel. I think it's going to become another kennel. But at least the training room's in, and we do need the thing around the outside. But that's, yeah, that's, we've done what we set out to do. Those are ordered for dismantling. Obviously the doors as well. I'll have to remove some of these doors. That one in the middle. We can see all the remnants of things. All of these have been dismantled. Have those been dismantled? Apparently those have not been dismantled. There we go. Yeah, okay, so we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We have got this pretty much sorted. It's all ordered anyway. There's just things to install. The workers have got a lot of work on them. Danger level is heading down. Clothing is going down, needs-wise. Refending rate is on 34%. Yeah, I think we're still going in the right direction. The addition of these two has definitely helped out the staff. Travel time is still an issue, but that's always going to be an issue. I am thinking, you know, once these have all the crates are in and the backlog is finished, I think it'll be all right, but we've still got a huge space here for something, so we can just go for another kennel if we need to. Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, we will look at all of this. Almost certainly, we'll be cloning and doubling up our solitary, and, well, we'll see how we get on. Let me know what you think for additions on this left-hand side. Naturally, we're going to have to put back in the connection there. Why is there a gap there? Is it because of the... Oh yeah, that's where the entrance to the library was. Yeah, we're certainly going to add in a library again, but a much bigger library this time. We're certainly adding in... I think some more solitary would be worth it. And do I do parole? Let me know what you think. And as always, we'll go from there. Thanks so much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.